They're racing down towards the last, and it's Carruthers on the near side who's just about in front. Carruthers over from Great Endeavour. Planet of Sound and Great Endeavour are giving a vain pursuit, but driven out towards the line. Carruthers, a famous success for the Oaksey family, and Mattie Batchelor partners a Hennessy winner.
First and foremost, the Bradstocks done huge things for my career. It took me to the races, and I was riding in some good races. Lucky I had King Harold, who won the festival for me. Obviously I rode Coney Green his first part of his career. But Carruthers was just phenomenal when he came along, and the races he ran in good Grade 2 races. Obviously he won the Hennessy here, which is now the Coral Gold Cup. He finished 4th in the Gold Cup. So he took me to days racing that I'd only dream of riding in, and big Saturday meetings. And that was all thanks to Mark and Sarah putting their trust in me. I just got on a spare from here one day at Newbury, a horse called Tambo, and it had run the time before. They gave me the leg up and he ran okay. And we just formed a great relationship from then. I rode them some good winners, and they very good trainer of horses, and they deserved every success they got. They showed great faith in me. They didn't have a lot of horses. And some of the horses they had, they could have quite easily got top jockeys, top names on their horses, but they'd stuck by me and said, no, like, Mattie's going to ride it, and I'll be forever grateful with them for the days they gave me in racing. My mum had passed away on Hennessy Day many years earlier, and I actually had a ride, and I'd gone back. I'd left the races, and I'd phoned my dad. She was in hospital, and my dad had told me she'd passed. So to ride a winner on that day, I'd still get choked up about it now. It was, yeah, I mean, I think you see when I passed the line, I looked up, and so yeah, it was one of the better, it was just one of those days. It was almost like it was meant to be. You look back now, and still to this day, they have their horses ridden up front, making the run in, out of trouble, and that's how they were like ridden. Carruthers did anyway. He didn't like being crowded in. If you see early on in the race, in the Coral Gold Cup, they're always quite quick, always go fast, try and get a position, and he just lacked a bit of speed, so I needed to get him up to the front because he hated it in behind horses. But once he got in front, he had a good rhythm, and that's what won in the race from there. But that's how they wanted their horses ridden, so it's very straightforward, and we had a lot of success doing that. He had been running well, and believe it or not, that was his second run of that season, and that first run at Cheltenham, I didn't ride him because he didn't have a great season the season before. So a few of the owners, there was a big syndicate, and a few of the owners wanted to try a different jockey. So Sarah rung me up and said, look, they want to try someone else. So in fact, Noel Feely actually ran it his first run at Cheltenham and finished second. And then Noel Feely got an offer he rode Michel Le Bon for Paul Nicholls. And funnily enough, Sarah had rung me in the week, sort of discussing what should happen, who should ride Carruthers, and I sort of said, well, I think I'm the best man for the job. I know him better than anyone. I think I deserve a chance on him. So they spoke to the owners. A few of the owners were happy to let me ride him. It was because they were so syndicate, everyone had a lot of opinions, but lucky for me, they all agreed, let me ride him, and the rest was history really. And when obviously I won the Coral Gold Cup, we used to get a big bottle of Hennessy cognac. I've still got mine. So many years on, I think theirs was empty within a matter of hours, so they definitely knew how to celebrate their wins.
And out in front, Carruthers, a famous success for the Oaksey family, and Mattie Batchelor partners a Hennessy winner.